Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third show on Hooman's Path to Destruction tour. Felt like I pronounced that a little bit weird, but thank you all who are here. I think one person is here currently. Definitely gain more. Um, but we do have Hooman's Watch Gym tour. Yeah, we're gonna start off the show really soon. It is in Tampa, Florida. And yeah, let's get right into it. Our first driver out for the obstacle course challenge will be Brianna Mahan in Whiplash. Let's see what she can do. I will say there was no lag when I was last using this, so I'm hoping that stays the case for this stream. Ooh. Last weekend, Brianna Mahan did very well in every competition. Freestyle, she finished third, and then racing, she qualified into the racing bracket. Did not really do well in racing itself, though, but she did qualify into it. And her time will be a 29.65. 29.65, that is the time for Brianna Mahan in Whiplash. Let's see, what time? 2020 track is amazing from Tampa. This is my one of my favorite tracks because they actually extended the length of the far side ramps. I love this track. Also, hello Samantha and hello SM. Hope y'all are all doing well. Alright, have some Dr. Pepper with me. My beloved. Next up, we have the driver who has won both obstacle course challenges on this tour so far. We're gonna try and clean sweep them. Zach Garner, Wildside, one of the fastest drivers, world racing champion, has won both obstacle course competitions that we've had on this tour so far. Definitely going to take the lead after this. The question is by how much. And your time is a 26.60. 3 seconds faster. My mom keeps sending me TikToks. She just sent me 4 in the past minute. 26.60. Where did I put that here? There will not be any 2026 tracks on this tour. The closest is 2024. There will be one 2024 show, one 2023, and one 2021 show. But yeah, let me see what next driver is. All right. Oh. Oh, we have good viewership. We have 6 people watching. That's not bad at all. All right, next up we have Jim Kohler, an Avenger. Let's see how he can do. Last show in Arlington, he did not do very well. Fell over after his very first skills move. And then just in freestyle, fell over very early. Not a racer at all. I will say JCB Digatron and El Toro Loco Stars and Stripes are working again. So we'll get to see those. Very nice second turn, actually, from Jim Kohler. The lag is coming back, but only randomly. Endo, though, for Jim Kohler. But 28.28, that is the time for Jim Kohler. If I get sent another TikTok by my mom, I'm actually going to crash out. All right, there is no 2026, like, tracks. Like, there are no replicas of 2026 tracks on the store. That's what I mean when I say there are no 2026 tracks. Alright? Now, something I will say, though, is the top, the top 4 from this tour. Alright, no. Actually, not the top 4. The top 2 from this tour will be going to Hooman's Monster World Finals, that's right. I will be restarting up the tours. I have already decided the tours. They will start around August or September. That's when they should be starting. 6 tours like we did last time. 2 stadiums, 2 arenas, 1 international, and 1 independent series. Hope y'all watch it. Yeah. But next up, Michaela Tolochka Megalodon. Let's see what she can do. Michaela Tolochka had a very good freestyle last show. I don't know if y'all remember. He also had a pretty good skills run. Now, when I do all those tours again, it will go back to 2 shows per week. That was what I originally did. Only SM, I think, was around back then. Wait a second, no. Your time for Michaela Tolochka is a 26.54. Taking the track slow apparently is gonna work out for these drivers. That is insane. Michaela Tolochka did not go fast on this track. Actually, no, Aiden was also around for the last series. So just completely remembered. I forgot that Aiden existed. You hate Megalodon. Now, I will say, because Zach Garner will not get the win, that means we will be featuring a new obstacle course winner, which is exciting. Next up, though, Brandon Tolochka living on the edge. Let's see what he can do. Alright. Brandon Tolochka has won both skills competitions on this tour so far. Alright, so I think that the problem that's causing the lag is OBS. I think OBS genuinely just takes up so much storage. So, yeah. 26.74 for Brandon Tolochka. Huge crash. But yeah, 26.74. Uh, 26.74. Let me. So something that I learned that I find really funny is the other day I was playing BeamNG and it started getting laggy. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something really stupid and see if it works. And what I did was I turned it to the second highest setting for quality, and it made it less laggy. I don't know how or why, but turning the quality up made it less laggy. Just something I thought I'd share. Alright, next up we have Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco, Sergeant Stripes. Are you kidding me? The front end... Alright, well, we're going back. Y'all gotta see my little America. El Toro Loco, so it was working earlier. Oh god, this means... Please tell me that JCV doesn't have to be swapped out for Thunder Roars again. Alright, well, let's find out what Fernando Martinez can do. Just making sure y'all are able to see real quick. Fernando Martinez won the very first racing competition on the tour. All right, your time for Fernando Martinez is a 25.92. I do not know what is happening with this game. It literally was working perfectly fine the first however many runs. And then Jim Kohler comes out, and it just immediately... This is so annoying. Who's next? All right. Now, we do currently not have a points leader on the series, actually, because everyone on the tour either has 2 points or 0 points. Which is interesting. But next up, Jamie Sullivan. Currently... Oh, wait, I forgot to say, the time for Fernando Martinez was a 25.92. I think that's right. But 29... yeah, 25.92. That is the time. Just checked. Next up, though, Jamie Sullivan for Sparkle Smith. Let's see what she can do. Alright, going very wide on the first turn, I will say. She won freestyle last show after getting consecutive backflip. A lot of good air, a lot of good everything. Almost going over right there. Getting a little wheelie. Not her best. Alright, 25.92. Getting a save, though. 29.20. That will put her in second to last. Brianna Mahan did not have a good time at all. Alright. Let me see the next driver. Alright, 5 drivers remain. We are over halfway. Oop. Alright. SM, I've actually thought about that, and I am so tempted to do it. I'm like, I want to use the Stars and Stripes scheme, but no. Yeah, Dawn, yeah. Alright, but let's see what Chris Kohler Mayhem can do. Chris Kohler has done very well on this tour so far. No wins, no points. But still just placing high consistently. Oh, going for the turn way too early. That was not very smart of him. And that'll put him 29.72. That will put him in last place. So it looks like we're going to see Mayhem in the Skills Challenge for the very first time on this tour. So far, he has only been in racing. I'm so excited to see what he does. All right, Kayla definitely going to sell at World Finals. Jamie, as I've said before, this track looks like it was made for her. All right, the thing is, Dawn's not going to do well in freestyle. Oh, Samantha, there you are. I was genuinely like, where did she go? That is pretty funny, though. Yes, L-turn, I agree. But, Dalton, freestyle Dalton ain't going to do well. Racing's the only thing that he has a chance. Alright, but let's see what Adam Anderson and Gray Digger can do next. He won the last racing competition on this tour. Staged a little bit far back. We're going to have to reset the drivers. Alright, let's see what he can do. 25.92 is the time to beat. If he takes the lead, he becomes the tour leader. If any driver who already has a point takes the lead, then they will be the tour leader. Well, if any driver who has any points gets the win, I suppose. Alright, now you see, normally I'm not counting 5-second penalties in obstacle course. But quite frankly, he didn't get a single tire up. So, in chat, y'all can decide whether or not that's worth a 5-second penalty, I'll let y'all in chat say. I will say it's not the lead. Even without a 5-second penalty is not the lead. Imagine talking to your sister, Samantha. All right. But tell me in chat if you think he should or shouldn't get a penalty. All right. All right. What try? Oh, that's what it is. All right. You're saying no, SM. I need penalty. All right. So we have one for each. Next person. So Ashton, you basically get to decide whether or not Adam Anderson gets a pretty good time or the last place time. Oh my lord. Oh, I just realized I showed all of that on camera. Anyways, Ashton, basically just tell me whether or not you think he deserves, and we'll find out after this time, because Bryce Kenny's going out next. Let's see what he can do. Bryce Kenny got the very first freestyle win on this tour. A 26.47 that will put him up in the top. I will say this is going to be a very interesting racing bracket, because I could be wrong, but, I mean, we might not even be seeing Zach Garner in it. All right. Oh, Ashton says penalty, which means Adam Anderson was going to get a 26.33, which would have put him into second place, but because of the penalty, he gets a 31.33. All right. Indeed, it is a dog truck. Did I show it again? I keep meaning to click out of here. Whatever. Fernando Martinez still your current tour leader. Or, not tour leader, but you know what I meant. Alright, let's see what, Jamie Garner can do in Overboard. Jamie Garner has done fairly well in qualifying. He always places towards the middle, but he has placed in skills for both shows 1 and 2. Not gone into the racing competition yet, which, in my opinion, his best competition. Alright, now he gets the exact same time Adam did, but without a penalty, which means a 26.33. That will, definitely put him in the racing competition. Everyone is either getting amazing times or god-awful ones. Alright. Let's see if JCB works. JCB is working. Alright, it looks normal. It's not on a Gravedigger chassis. Let's see what Tony Oaks can do. Final racer of the night. He has to be at 25.92 in order to get his first point on the tour. Now, he did crash, and he did not get all tires over, but since he got one tire over the line, our new rule is going to be if you get one tire over the line, in obstacle course, that's all that matters, but in racing, you need both. 25.53, that means Tony Oaks gets the fastest time and earns his first point on the tour. So yeah, we have to, let's see what he does, or what he gets, I guess. Alright, so he gets, automatic buy-in racing, so does Fernando Martinez. 1 plus, 2 plus, um, 26, next fastest time is Jamie Garner and Overboard. Alright. Alright. What's next fastest time is 26 point 26.47, which is Bryce Kenny's time. Next fastest time is 26. That was a 29. That was not 26. 26.54 from Michaela Talachka. And then Zach Garner just barely gets in to the racing competition. Barely. All right, got to find out where everyone else is going in our competition now. 5, 4. Wait. All right, we got this. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there she is. 1. All right. I got so confused. All right, we're doing this. Don't leave, I promise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. My next tours will definitely have 2026 tracks, I promise. Tony Oaks, we're just gonna have him do a nice little moonwalk off the track. Congratulations on Tony going out last and getting his first point on the tour. All right, but now everyone, it says there are only 2 of y'all watching. Tell me in the chat. I don't remember what I was gonna say. But yeah. Let's get into the 2-wheel skills competition where each driver will have 2 attempts to pull off their best maneuvers on 2 wheels. You will see tons of different moves that I'm not going to list because, quite frankly, I'm tired. So let's see what these drivers can do. Starting us off, we have Adam Anderson and Gravedigger, qualified last place in obstacle course. You're watching. Congratulations on watching. It's me. All right. Let's see what Adam Anderson can do. Going for a bicycle. Oh, that is. Now they get 2 attempts on 2 wheels. Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying. All right, you were saying that in response to me saying 2 people are watching. All right, get your scores locked in for Adam Anderson's 1 move. Fell over, so sadly does not get another hit. Our next driver is getting ready to come out though. I'm sorry, Ashton. We're trying to keep it realistic. Realistically, seriously? I'm so sorry, Ashton. Ashton is not happy. Hey, to be fair, I'm in freestyle, I let them go with whatever, but skills, I'm being strict. Alright, get your scores in chat. You're not unamused. That's good. This isn't good for PR. I learned about PR and marketing, not to brag or anything. But yeah, this would not be good for PR. You are correct. But Monster Jam does not care about PR is the problem. They fired their best driver. Granted, from what I've heard, he kind of deserved it. All right. SM. It's realistic. All right, just stop talking. Get your score in, SM. What? All right, unless SM gets a score in, the score for Adam Anderson is a 4.0. Oh, an 8 because SM does not glaze him. Your score is a 4.333. You're not my manager, you're my girlfriend. All right, next up is another good two-wheel skills driver. Hopefully he doesn't suffer the same fate, though. We have Chris Kohler in Mayhem. Chris Kohler Mayhem. One of the best drivers in the sport, just overall. Getting a Sky Wheelie into a moonwalk. Honestly, the lag there almost killed it, but luckily he was able to save it. Moving those rear BKT tires. Walking all the way up the step up. And he is down. Ashton, she's been in stream every single time. Why'd you think... That's really funny, actually. Hey, I'm just as surprised as you are, though. Alright, let's see what Chris Kohler can do for his second attempt, though. Almost went for bicycle, did not work. Oh, a nice little save right there. Tried for a bicycle, did not really get it. Still got a cool maneuver, though, so get those scores locked in. Alright. Monster Truck fans do not pull. I only pulled because she didn't know I was into monster trucks afterwards. Until afterwards. So, yeah. That's what you gotta do, I guess. $8.6 plus 9 plus 9 plus 7.8. I agree, W. Samantha. You wouldn't have cared. We all know. Okay, buddy. Alright, your score, though, is an 8.750 for Chris Kohler. Chris Kohler Mayhem, your new leader. Hey, thank you. Alright, gotta get our next driver out. I will keep her, I promise. Your girlfriend likes Monster Jam? That is actually amazing, SM. Samantha doesn't dislike Monster Jam, but she doesn't like it, you know? She likes it because I like it. Which I had to do with 90% of her interests. There's one interest of hers that I just will never like. I am not giving you $100. Anyways, Brianna Mahan up next. Alright, Brianna Mahan going for a sky wheelie, not going for anything else like Chris Kohler did. Just a huge jump. Brianna Mahan was in first show's skills competition and the second show's racing competition. Another sky wheelie. Oh, she's gonna flip over. That is true. Just for reference, on my current desk right now, I have a signed picture of Avenger. 8 signed die-cast trucks. On my bottom of my desk. On the top of my desk, I have a bunch of collectibles and a bunch of signed ones. On my walls, I have 2 little shelves with them. 3 yearbooks up there. I also have a little bookcase with the other yearbooks. I have an El Toro Loco flag on my wall, Z-Tor, small little poster, Tomfoolery Motorsports poster, MK Motorsports poster, Team Scream poster, Team Overboard poster, Crazy Monster Trucks poster, Scarlet Bandit poster, Team Scream poster. I don't know if I said that already. El Toro Loco pendant, Wrecking Crew pendant, Send It Motorsports poster, Bigfoot Thick and Flow poster. Yeah. That's all my monster truck stuff, I think. But yeah, get your scores locked in chat. Oh, so that's why I warned her. My oldest yearbook is 2007. I was trying to get a 2017 one, and instead got a signed 2007 one with Mike Wine's signature, which is not fun. I'm gonna get your scores locked in chat. Forgot to say that already. For Brianna Mahan. Gotta get my Dr. Pepper. Alright, so Ashton said he would be gone. SM, we're gonna put the score in unless you get your score in. Just at some point. Your score is a 6.225 for Brianna Mahan in Whiplash. Oh, I also have Avenger Fiberglass in my room. Kraken hat and Frostbite hat. Samantha. No. Alright, there thank you, SM. The score for Brianna Mahan is now 6.517. 6.517. But yeah. No, we're talking about Monster Dream yearbooks. Alright. Next driver up. Whatever. Y'all can see it. Alright. Now, let's see what Jamie Sullivan can do. If she gets the win, then she will, take over the lead on the tour. Currently, she is tied for the lead with Bryce Kenny. Oh, trying for a moonwalk on the second pedestal. Whoa! A nice save for her first move. I have every school yearbook from every year I've ever been to. ... But pretty cool first move for Jamie Sullivan. Going over here to this ramp. Let's see what she'll do. Alright. The lag almost just stopped her. Ooh! And a save! Jamie Sullivan. Oh my lord. Congratulations. Get those scores locked in. Yeah, yearbooks do cost a lot. We don't even get our school yearbook, me and Samantha, until next year's registration. But yeah, get those scores locked in for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. 7.5. Aiden is an absolute hater. 9. Who went bald? Oh, the truck. All right. All right. That makes much more sense. I was like, who? That is really funny. You didn't buy a yearbook? All right. My mom buys a yearbook for me and my sister every year because she grew up basically in the ghetto of Louisville, and felt bad because when she was a kid, she always wanted one and could never get one because her parents couldn't afford it, which is not fun. But yeah, your score, since we don't get any Samantha or Ashton score, 8.525, unless y'all do get your score in. But 8.525 for Jamie Sullivan Sparkle Smash. That will put her in second place. I never said I'd give you any money! 8.525. Hooman, more like... Congrats, Samantha. Alright. Oh, I already loaded Avenger. Well, let's see what Jim Kohler can do in Avenger. My mom only got one her senior year, I think. Alright, let's see what Jim... Last show, Jim Kohler did a moonwalk. Ooh, very first move. Did not... It worked out really well until he fell over. This time, not going to fall over. Not really going to get a good moonwalk, though. Alright. Not even really going to get a sky wheelie. Ooh, you'll combo it, though. Imagine having to help your sister dye her hair. Alright, but get your scores locked in for Jim Kohler. That is not taking the lead, I don't think. My sister did dye her hair, I'm just realizing. But yeah. Get your scores locked in for Jim Kohler and Avenger. I did hear that Avenger 2 is retiring, which makes me sad. But you know what? Joe had an amazing series to end it. If he wins the LCQ, Avenger 2 getting back into the World Finals would be awesome. Alright, unless we get an Ashton score, Samantha I know isn't going to score. Unless we get an Ashton score, your score for Avenger is a 4.850. And now your final driver up next. He will either be taking the tour lead or Chris Kohler will be getting his very first point. It is Brandon Tolochka. I would love if Team Scream did. It would be awesome. I would join them for sure. Then we could get John Kohler and I don't know, some other driver. I'd love to see Brad Allen come back, but yeah. Brandon Tolochka, living on the edge. He's won every skills competition so far. No, Samantha, if you didn't see it, then don't score it. Alright, let's see what he can do. I think he was going to go for that jump, and then he just decided to not. Oh, no. Ooh, alright. There was lag there. We're going to restart the run, but he will have to retry the same move. He was going for, basically what Chris Kohler did, just off of a smaller jump. Alright, no lag, no lag. All right, Brandon Talochka. Setting the truck completely off, turning those rear tires. Awesome job. Final driver out in two-wheel skills. Trying for a slap, not getting it. Samantha, there's still one more move that he has to do. And he will get sidewall. Now the score to beat is an 8.750. So get your scores locked in for Brandon Talochka in Living on the Edge. Let's see what y'all think about that run. He is going to try and get the third point on the series for himself. All right, let me check out who's next in racing. Well, who's first, really? Ooh, this is gonna be an easy race. You know what? We'll do this. 8.67 plus 9 plus. We're gonna see if we get any other scores. If not, this is very close currently. That's all I'm gonna say. But if we get a third score, then yeah. I would love that. Only problem is Kevin is genuinely one of the nicest people I've ever met. So I kind of want him to keep driving. But yeah. Who would be a good sixth driver? Honestly, I thought about this. Lindsay Reed, when she was driving, would have been a perfect Team Scream driver with her driving style. That's something that I thought about a lot. Like, I could see her. Alright, only 2 votes. That's good. Your score for Brandon Talochka in Living on the Edge is an 8.768. That means Brandon Talochka takes the lead on the series and wins the skills challenge. Congratulations to her. David Alford would actually go really well on Team Scream. He'd be the most technical driver they have, though. He'd be very different from everyone else. Not in a bad way. He just would be. Ooh. Brandon Talochka, currently your series leader now, though. But yeah. Now we get into racing, though, where each driver will go into separate lanes. Now, I am having to use the freestyle track as the racing file is no longer available on Beam Monsters. So, because of that, the only racing lines that exist are these ones. So drivers will immediately have to go into Crazy 8. So yeah, let's see what Michaela Talochka can do. She had the 5th fastest time. Not usual for her. She's only been in the skills competition so far in this course. Alright, now she did get both of her tires over the line. Just a very interesting way to do it. But yeah, your time for Michaela Talochka, 18.27. Alright, let's see what's going on in chat. Hello, Aiden. Alright, wait, David Alford in Wrecking Crew would unironically be amazing. Who is next? Who's next? Oh, that's who. Ooh. Alright. Also, everyone, reminder, I make polls daily, so please vote in them. It makes me happy. So yeah. Alright. Next driver is pulling up to the line. Alright, next driver, we have Bryce, Kenny, and Monster Mutt. Well, going up against Michaela, I suppose. Let's see what he can do. Bryce Kenny just lost. Michaela Tolochka wins with an 18.27. Bryce Kenny gets an 18.72. That is insane. Michaela Tolochka will move on to face the fastest qualifier, Tony Oaks, in JCB Digatron. Alright, hello, Ashton. Let me see who's... Alright, next up we have a great race, actually. I'm almost finished with my Dr. Pepper, and now I'm sad. Alright. Next up, we have Zach Garner going up against his dad, Jamie. Let's see what will happen. Now, as I explained to those who were already here, but I don't think Ashton or Aiden were, having to start the starting line at a different place because it's using the freestyle track, since the racing track is not on BeamNG anymore. Zach Garner with a surprisingly good time. Never mind. I thought the other drivers all got times in the 17s for some reason. No, he got an 18.10, which is a very good time. Fastest time of the night in racing, not an obstacle. Well, actually, no, in obstacle course as well. But Zach Garner barely made it in here. His dad got 3rd place in obstacle course. Remember. You know what? If you hate all soda, I'm okay with it. But if you specifically hate on Dr. Pepper, looking at you, Samantha, then that's not okay. Alright, next up, we do have Jamie Garner having to beat an 18.10. Let's see if he can do it. Ooh, gonna suffer almost the same fate as Bryce Kenny in the same lane, where he will ride up on that little jump. Time of an 18.62. Barrel rolling across the track. Will save it, though. But 18.62 will mean he is done for the night, until freestyle, at least. So he will be moving on to face Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Now, of all the drivers, Dr. Pepper is amazing. Oh my lord. But of all the drivers, if Tony or Michaela wins racing, the tour will be the exact same. Nothing crazy will happen. But if Fernando Martinez or Zach Garner wins, we will have a new leader. Tony will actually tie Brandon if he wins, but yeah. Michaela Tolochka trying to get the win, though. Trying to get her first points on the tour. Let's see what she can do. Alright, that did not work out for her, so we're going to restart, see what she can do again. An 18.70. Oh my god. Slower than her last time. My body tried to combine both the words, and unfortunately, it kind of made sense. Coke is overrated. It's good, but it's overrated. You know what the best kind of Coke is, though, Samantha? Cherry Coke. All right, now Tony Oaks got his first point on the tour in obstacle course here. Let's see if he can get another. All right, next up, let's see if he can beat an 18.70. This lane has caused a lot of trouble for all the drivers in it, all of whom have hit that little ramp. Tony takes it perfectly, though. And Tony messes up Michaela Talochka in the racing finals. No one would have predicted that. That lane has been the only lane where people have lost. That is insane. Michaela Talochka moves on to the racing finals. What is happening? That is a great question, Ashton. I don't know. But next up we have Zach Garner in Wildside. Let's see what he can do. He's gonna have to restage. Alright, lined up with the back tires. And let's see what he can do. I'm going to beat Fernando Martinez. Oh, Zach's gonna mess up. But he will get a save. Gonna make sure both those tires cross that finish line and get a 23.45. I mean, Fernando's basically in the finals already. You don't like hot chocolate? How have I not known this about you? You are the only person who does not like hot chocolate in the world. You actually talked to me about the correct ways to make hot chocolate. Are you lying? I am so confused right now. Alright, anyways, next up, let's see if Fernando Martinez can do it. 23.45. Time he has to beat. Oh, another driver plagued by this lane. Oh my gosh. If he somehow loses this race when he literally had it handed to him on a silver platter. Goes over again. This time he's not able to save it. What? This final round has the two slowest qualifiers. One of whom has just literally not gone fast, not gone slow. She's just here because he's consistent. And then the other guy, first round pretty fast, you know. In second round, just almost he should have lost. Fernando won the race before it even started and still fumbled it, which is insane. All right, we're going to get that set for freestyle. Now, everyone, it's our final round. Comment below who you think will win. Do you think it'll be Michaela Talochka and Megalodon, your fifth fastest qualifier, who has beaten Tony Oaks and Bryce Kenny? Bryce Kenny, reminder, on last Hooman's Monster Jam Tour, won the racing championship. All right. Now, Michaela is in the good lane, I will say. But, and hear me out here, she might just, I don't know. She might lose because she's not the fastest driver. But let's see what will happen. Michaela Talochka trying to get her first points on the series. Quite frankly, expected her to get none on the series, except maybe a skills win at some show. All right, 20.10. Knowing this track, somehow that'll get the win. You know what? We'll leave her doing a moonwalk just because. We'll load Wildside in separately. Y'all just gotta see all my Wildside bodies. Alright, but let's see what he does. Mikhail Tolochka, 20.10 is the time to beat. I have not checked chat, so I have no idea who y'all are predicting. Somehow, Zach Garner's gonna, like, struck down by lightning just because he's in this lane. Alright, let's see what will happen. Zach Garner wants to take that Tor lead away from Brandon Tolochka. Oh god, the lag. And no, it looks like he will get this win. 17.660. Whoa! Huge crash going over. But Zach Garner will take the racing win. Get those final 2 points that he needs to take the lead away from Brandon Tolochka. Mikhail Tolochka making it to the racing finals, and, you know, congrats to her. Just not gonna get the win. So yeah, now we have to get the track ready for freestyle. In chat, everyone in chat, just say hi. I want to see who all we got. I'm gonna get the first driver out, and then I'm gonna put some stuff around the track. Oh, I have an idea for a really funny jump that I could do. Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh, I'm so doing this. Y'all have no idea my plan. I have not been in any of Jackinator's streams for a while, but maybe. I don't know what day it is, but yeah, just maybe. You stained your counter with your... What did... I love you so much, but you are, like... I knew something bad was gonna happen the moment you texted me and said, I'm dyeing my hair. Alright, best Gatorade flavors. Cool Blue, I agree. Cucumber, really good. Tomorrow, definitely not, because I'm hanging out with Samantha, actually. That's why I had to move the stream to today. Maybe maybe 24th and 25th I will. You need to show me where it is tomorrow, Samantha. Please. Cucumber is actually one of the best Gatorade flavors. Y'all have no idea. None of y'all have tried it, I can tell. It is actually amazing. Y'all don't even know what I'm doing to the track right now, but I am so proud of this. Dude, thank you, SM. Cucumber, alright, cucumber's like the actual fruit. Amazing. Alright, actually, I'm not gonna do this one. This one is not gonna... Alright. This is really good, though, already. Alright, now we do not have a single crush car, but we do have my beautiful baby. Alright, everyone, get ready for Monster Jam Freestyle. Each driver will have 2 minutes to do whatever they want on the track. Y'all will score them based off various different factors, but basically it just comes down to which one you enjoyed the most. First out, we have Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco, America. Now, I just put 4 campers. I was going to do it across the entire way, but then I remembered the 8-pack existed. We need to provide a clean shot for the 8-pack. So, there is not one in front of the 8-pack area. There are only 4 of them. So, let's see what Fernando Martinez can do. Clearing the campers immediately. I love your reaction to the campers. Red terminal velocity would be amazing. I want to see like a purple one. I feel like that would look good. Now, Fernando not going for any of the campers yet. Ooh, but saving it right there. Ooh, a perfect backflip right there, actually. Perfect rotation, 360 degrees, no more, no less. Now, I will say, last show we only had 1 camper, and that caused a lot of problems for a lot of drivers. Namely, Brandon Talochka, who literally just had it... I felt so bad. He had a camper attached to his truck. Oh, he's over. Fernando Martinez done with 30 seconds left on the clock. Get those scores locked in. Excited to see what y'all think about that run. Wait, now, hear me out. I like what you said. What if we just scratch the black? So instead of making it black, what's a color that goes well with orange? The opposite color on the color wheel is blue, I think. No. Red, orange, yellow. Yellow, green. Purple? No, the opposite from purple is yellow. I don't know. I am confused. Gray, alright. Unironically, gray, chrome. Chrome terminal velocity. Samantha, he already made a blue scheme. I'm so sorry. Alright. Alright, 7.6, 6, 8, and 7 divided by 4. Your score is a 7.675 for Fernando Martinez. 7.675. Pretty good score, for now at least. I have a feeling he's going to be going out early next show as well. But let's see our next driver, Tony Oaks, in JCB Digatron. Crushing our first camper crush of the show. Driving right into it. He sent one camper all the way back to the backflip ramp. Oh, I thought that was about to go really bad. Oh, he just slammed that thing into the backflip ramp. Saving it, Tony Oaks. Amazing job right there. Is he going to do a camper crush backflip? Oh, that was not a smart idea. But he still saves it. What in the world? I will say, the backside of the step-up is just not able to be used. What? What? What was that? What? Tony Oaks? Who let him cook? Put a camper on top of the backflip would actually be really funny. Oh, Tony Oaks is gone. He is stuck right there. 20 seconds to go. We're going to move all the campers back to where they were. Tony Oaks, as much as I want to keep him on the track, the lag would be crazy. But get those scores locked in for Tony Oaks. Tony is on drugs or something. All right. Let our next driver out. Your score for Tony Oaks in JCB Digatron is a 9.063. 9.063 for Tony Oaks. That would have been third place last show. So, very good score. Next up, we have Chris Kohler in Mayhem. Excited to see what he does. All right. Lag kicked in at the worst time. Crushing two campers for his first move. Oh, that might have actually been a really dumb decision. You know what? It looked really cool, though. It also means that he is able to use the step up from the other side. You do not know how well it will work, but, I mean, it will. Whoa! A good save to start off. You know, honestly, he did not go into that first jump with a lot of momentum, and I think that was on purpose. Kind of went into it a little bit slow. Much slower than Fernando. And another save! Oh, he tried to go from this jump the other way. Did not work. In case y'all couldn't tell. Alright, with 50 seconds left, it looks like he's lining it up with the 8-pack. Nice save right there. He still has that piece of camper in his truck from the very start of the run. And he will backside the ramp. Well, that's not technically what the definition of backsiding is, but y'all understand what I was talking about. Alright, a bicycle to moonwalk. His rear right shock has been ripped out because of the camper. I think his entire rear drive shaft is just not okay. Get those scores locked in for Chris Kohler in Mayhem. Excited to see what y'all thought about that very chaotic run. Whoa. Who's next? Oh, I see what you did there. Cause Mayhem. Cause like Mayhem. 9.8 plus 8. Your score for Chris Kohler and Mayhem is a 9.221 for Chris Kohler and Mayhem. 9.221. Let's see what Jim Kohler will do next. He can't do his normal, just absolute send off the step up because there's a slight problem. I mean, but he can do it off the other side, I guess. Ooh, destroying one of those campers. And he actually sent it forward into another camper, I think. Could be wrong, but I think that's how physics work. That's actually a great question, SM. Oh, I already have an encore plan. You have no clue. Excalibur encore probably at some point, though. Also, awesome save for Jim Kohler right there. Nice sky wheelie. Oh, he's gonna backflip in. Oh, that is actually the worst way he could have rebounded. There's no getting out of that. 50 seconds left. Get those scores locked in. Really unfortunate. Next show I can definitely do an Excalibur one. You just gotta remind me, because I am not remembering. Ugh. Your score is a 7.225 for Avenger. That will put him in last place, sadly. But your next driver is definitely gonna put on a show to make up for that. Zach Garner in Wildside. Huge air. Oh, I forgot to reset that camper. Zach's gonna have to deal with it. Smashing a different camper, though. Oh! An awesome save right there. Oh, he just destroyed that front drive shaft. He hit that in a very unfortunate way. Alright, he didn't destroy it. He just slightly hurt it. He is good for now. Alright. Consecutive! He tried to get a backflip to wheelie. Wasn't able to, really. And then he saved it. Insane. Oh, but he is going to be done right there. No saving that. With 40 seconds left on the clock, get those scores locked in. Not going to take the lead, but you know what? We can at least agree it was a good run. Now, let me see who is next. Ooh, next up, we got a good driver. Oh. Unless we get a score from Aiden, your score is a 7.338. 7.338. What did I score that? Wait, that's not right. No, that's a wrong score, everyone. Sorry. Score is an 8.417. My bad. Hey, Hooman, you should take a ride on the wild side through East LA at midnight. I am good. That sounds almost as bad as East Cleveland. But next up we have Michaela Tolochka, Megalodon. One of our ladies in the field tonight. See what she can do. Ooh, small little moonwalk right. Well, not moonwalk, just a stoppie. Yeah, the top two drivers from this tour will be going to the to Hooman's Monster World Finals. And there, the drivers will battle it out. It'll feature 28 drivers. And the two drivers that get that will not be on any tours. They will get automatically sent there. Michaela Tolochka falling over 30 seconds into the run exactly. Get your scores locked in. I feel kind of bad for her. But yeah. So look out whenever those tours start. Probably should be August or so. Might be September. I don't know who my dad's best friend is, and my dad actively lives. My dad is okay. Oh, World Finals in Daytona would be oh my gosh, Daytona would be amazing. I might actually be able to go if there's a World Finals in Daytona. 8.0. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, Michaela, the absolute GOAT. All right. Unless we get a score from Samantha, your score will be a 2.817 for Michaela Tolochka. 2.817. All right, Jamie Garner in Overboard. Oh, dang, nice. Jamie Garner overboard. Let's see what he can do next. Oh, you don't know? Oh. All right, let's see what he can do. Starting off his run with a backflip. Into slap wheelie. All right. Let's see what Jamie can do. Ooh, nice little turnaround thing. Oh, nice little long jump right here. You asked for a full speed send. Jamie Garner giving it. Oh! He's flipping into the dumpsters. You're going to pause the timer. See if he can get down. Or if he is stuck. Alright, Jamie Garner is able to get down. Time will restart on his next hit. You don't know what is, Samantha. Oh, he just had the biggest hit of his life. Both the left side of his truck just went insane. The Tolochkas SM. That's real. I'll get your scores locked in though for Jamie Garner in Overboard. So indies are drivers that are not owned they're trucks that are not owned by Monster Jam the corporation. Happy I can help. Y'all do realize his entire left side was done. Like, neither of those tires could move. That was the side he was on. He couldn't save himself. He was done. Talochka's and Garner's would be peak. 7, 8. Ashton, it wasn't possible. Your score. Oh, we're also getting another 8. I scored that really low, apparently. I'll up my score a little bit just because y'all. I don't want to be peer pressured. Your score is going to be 8.167 for Jamie Garner and Overboard. 8.167. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 drivers remaining. We are over halfway through. Next up, we have Brandon Tolochko, living on the edge. Oh, trying for a reverse pop. We're not going to get it. Still a nice little reverse send, though. Oh my god, Ash. Or not Ash, my bad. Aiden. Now, Brandon Tolochko has won every skills competition on this tour. And this is the halfway point of the tour. Oh! Nice save for Brandon Tolochko. Trying to get a two-wheel move. Ending up saving it. Samantha. Come on. Alright, no, I do it all the time, though. You're okay for that. Whoa! No! Brandon Tolochko went into a sky wheelie, got a stoppie out of it, and then just barely went too far. Alright, get your scores locked in. Very unfortunate. Such a technical driver. Just got a little bit unlucky with how technical he was. Alright, 4 drivers remain. $6.969. I will say Pittsburgh was very good for a mud show. And your score is a 7.9. That is the score for Brandon Tolochko in, 7.900. But that is the score for Brandon Tolochko in Megalodon. Or not Megalodon, Living on the Edge. Next up we have Adam Anderson. Oh! His rear right axle just got demolished on that first. Who's ready for Monster Jam? I promise you it's a good show. It is not bad at all. Also, hello there, Father. It was very good. I'm not going to spoil it, only because you're here. Alright, Adam Anderson is just going insane right now. Oh. Oh, gosh. Adam Anderson. Yeah, he's done. Oh, wow. Hey, all right. I didn't spoil it, though. You're about to go record Pittsburgh right now. You're high-key annoyed. I'm just gonna say it was a good show. Expect it to be better than what you think it's gonna be. For a mud show, expect it to be better than your average mud show. That's what I'd say. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Alright, get y'all scores locked in for Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Plus. Alright, what part did you spoil about it? You have to believe me. I'm not lying. It is much, well, not necessarily much. It is better than your average mud show. You spoiled what Tyler did. Dude, that was the best. And that wasn't. Alright. You still have a few things that you're going to be impressed by, alright? You'll still be impressed by a few things. Don't worry. There are 2 drivers in my head that I'm thinking of, other than Tyler, that did very well. Oh, what in the world? Your score is a 5.450 for Adam Anderson. 5.450. Next up we have Brianna Mahan in Whiplash. Let's see what she can do. Alright, goodbye. Have fun recording Pittsburgh. Oh wait, SM added an 8. Let me see if I got that in my scores. I did not. So let me fix that. Your score is a 6.075 actually for Adam Anderson. Yes, top hat. Not gonna try and pronounce that second word. Turtle wasn't in Pittsburgh. All right, Brianna Mahan immediately crushing some of those campers vans. Nice sky wheelie for Brianna Mahan. She's finished 3rd at every freestyle competition so far. I have seen the World Finals 25 pit party layout. Genuinely, why is Cody Saucier just separated from everyone else? Brianna Mahan going over. Oh my gosh. She finished 3rd in every freestyle competition up until this point. Get your scores locked in. That is insane. Currently, Chris Kohler looking to take his first 2 points. Now, I will say our next 2 drivers are definitely very good. Oh, I see what you did there. SM, what did you just say? It was here, trust Hooman. It's just has no spaces. What? Divided by 3, unless we get. Oh, all right, SM got his scoring. Right, divided by 4. Your score is a 3.188 for Brianna Mahan and Whiplash. 3.188. Samantha, since you don't know, who's ready for Monster Jam? The guy that was in chat earlier. He is a big Monster Jam YouTuber. He has, how many subscribers does he have? Let me check. He has a little under 80K subscribers. So that's why everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, he's in chat." But yeah. Yeah. Next up, we have Bryce Kenny Monster Mutt, second to last driver to go out. All right, Bryce Kenny trying to get 2 more points added to his series total. Got second place after winning the first freestyle competition. Trying to take it away from Mayhem's Chris Fuller. Who's ready for Monster Jam? Samantha, the guy who was in chat that I was talking to earlier. You can scroll back and read. Whoa! Turning it around in an awesome way. Oh, he's going for an early backflip. I think that his truck is broken. Alright, yeah. You think your water has alcohol. That is not good. You're being spiked. I mean, unless you want that, I guess. Nice! Into a wheelie. That would be really good. Both of them are very nice every time I've interacted with them. So yeah, that'll be cool. Huge sky wheelie right there. All right, doing a Tyler from Pittsburgh. That's right, Ashton. Congratulations, I guess, to Bryce Kenny. Bryce trying his... Oh! What was that? What was that move? He ends the run on all 4 tires, but what was that? Insane. You see now. One more driver, but get those scores locked in for Bryce Kenny. Is who's ready for Monster Jam sub to me? That is a great question. I don't know. All right, get y'all scores locked in chat. 9.9. You see, the problem is not all drivers have not all people have like not all people have open subscribers on. You can only see the ones that do. Hello Monster Jam Dude 12. Also hello Larkin's Halloween channel. So many people are joining, Aiden. I actually noticed that. I don't... How many scores is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have one more. All right, plus SM's 10. 9. All right. Oh my lord, this is so many scores. Thank y'all so much. I don't know why all of y'all joined at the exact same time, but I'm not complaining. Divided by 6. Your score's a 9.725. 9.725. That is going to be very difficult to beat. And we only have one driver remaining. She is last show's freestyle winner, though. Consecutive backflip, lots of saves. Give it up for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. I wish I was. Sadly, I don't live in Cincinnati. Used to, though. My favorite city on the planet, minus London, England, actually. I also love Rome, actually. Minus. But my favorite U.S. city, favorite city I've lived in, I suppose. Only I've lived in two, but yeah. Cincinnati, awesome place, though. Wish I was going there. Ooh! And she's over 20 seconds into the run. That is insane. Well, I mean, Bryce Kenny wins, but we got to set up that encore. Get y'all's scores in, though, for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Now, I need y'all to all agree in chat on just a monster truck. All right. I need y'all to all agree. All right. Just everyone in chat agree on a monster truck for the encore. Actually, I should not have done what I just did. No. So we don't do DNFs on this channel. Everyone gets a score, no matter how much time they spend on the track. I just prefer doing it that way. All right, Hurricane Force. I do not have total. This is so much bigger than I realized it was. All right, Hurricane Force is the majority that people are. All right. So 2 for Hurricane Force, 1 for everything else. We got to get the score though for everyone else. All right, you're going Hurricane Force, Steven Thompson. I only have 1 Hurricane Force. But yeah. I'm gonna give Jamie that. We'll give her 3 point. One, two, three, four. All right, is the truck Hurricane Force or is the truck Zombie? I don't know. Your score for Jamie Sullivan is a 2.063, by the way. Which means Bryce Kenny takes back the lead with the extra 2 points. All right, Hurricane Force has been chosen. So I downloaded a mod for myself, and then I realized, you know what this could be used for? An encore. So we are going to try it 2 separate ways. This is going to be very interesting, that's all I'm going to say. We are going to be trying it first from the way that will not work, and then we're going to try it from the way that might work. We have a Boeing 737-100. Hello, Monster Jam Dude 2012. But we have a Boeing 737-100 Ryanair on the track. Hurricane Force is gonna jump over it. Only problem is Hurricane Force is gonna be jumping into it. So y'all are gonna have to agree on the second truck. Because we're gonna try and jump it sideways next and see how that works. Alright, you know what? Crossing more of it than I expected. Alright, pick y'all's second truck. Actually, you know what, y'all? We're going for that again. We'll try it again. Ryanair, because Ryanair deserves to be destroyed. Alright, that time, you know what? Much better that time. We're gonna... Oh gosh, this is gonna be so much fun. Bad Company. Alright. Flipping it sideways now. We have one for Bad Company. We have one for Glaze Digger. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is getting worse and worse every time I try and respawn it. Alright, you know what? This is going to be the best we're getting. Yeah, we'll go with Bad Company, I guess. There. Alright, everyone. Sideways jump. Let's see what happens here. He just destroyed the flaps on that plane. Alright. I want to jump, like, into the cabin. Oh, that cabin is strong. Oh my gosh, he's hitting the plane. The plane is taking 0 damage, and it's hurting his truck instead. Alright, there we finally did some damage right there to the cabin. Barely any, but we just did some. Alright, we're gonna go for the tail this time. Ooh. Alright, wait, I can hit the cockpit now. Alright, that was not a good aim. Alright, well, thank you all for watching. This is such a fun stream. Hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I did. I'm gonna go mess around with that 737-100 mod now. I gotta sync up a few more things to it. Gonna go to the Italy track and use that runway. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Next stream will be Tuesday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you guys there. Same tour. They're invading Philadelphia, though, this time. Hope y'all had fun. Goodbye.